You two are early birds. Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys are early birds. I usually open this up at 9:55 and I noticed people were waiting. So I went, well, I better wake up too.
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
I'm Lauren Kessler from Port Orford.
I was just going to ask what club.
Yeah, Port Orford Rotary.
Is this your first forum? Membership
Yes,
forum?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I posted 2 articles yesterday on the new district website, and it was pretty slick, except for I got in a hurry and Dan helped me with one of them.
Yeah,
but it's really nice because once you post something on the website, it automatically goes out in the newsletter. So it's kind of you get double bang for your buck, you know.
Yeah, I've used the new send out to all your membership, your club membership. So that was cool. That worked out really nice.
Is that the P-mail you mean?
Email, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's kind of a clunky program, but it works.
Yeah, and it was pretty simple, especially for me being a digital immigrant, as I've been called before.
Well, that's pretty good. My husband calls himself a Luddite. It looks like you logged on twice, Lauren.
I'm good. I use my phone as a backup because sometimes we don't know how our Wi-Fi is going to work, but I'm going to take that off right now.
Gotcha. You might get a feedback if you have 2 things going.
Right. There it goes. Should be off. Only on one.
Now we're back to 4 people. And Jean has been here for 15 minutes, so she probably went and took a coffee break waiting for me. And Rick's here, but he's muted, so I don't know if he's here or if he snuck out. But in the next 4 minutes, we'll get a few more people, and then usually I start the meeting at about 10:03, just for those stragglers, but not too much time.
Yeah, I'm stepping in for Eric, our president. He is on the road to Roseburg, so there isn't much signal between here and there.
Yeah. Well, you're always welcome to come to the forums. They're always the 3rd Tuesday, and they're always the same link. So you can just populate your calendar with all that, and feel free to come if you can.
Thank you.
You're always welcome. And tomorrow I will send out the video, because this is being recorded, and I'll send out the video of this and all of our forums. So no matter what topic we've had. Oh, look at new faces. Oh boy. Good morning, Ravi. Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ravi, I know you're from Lakeview. Peggy, where are you from?
Corvallis.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be driving right through there today.
Oh, stop and see us.
I'm on my way to Newport. I would if you had a meeting today.
Not until Thursday.
Yeah, I know it. And I have to work on Thursday. Harry's here.
I made it. I made it.
You made it from Mount Bachelor. Nice to see you, but you should adjust your screen because I can mainly see the top of your head.
Well, I don't know how to really do that because this won't shift.
Oh,
it.
I see.
There you go.
There you go.
Better.
I want to see your smile.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. That's what's worth getting up for.
Oh my goodness.
As soon as this meeting's over, I gotta run. Hi, Jean.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Not much. I noticed I started the meeting a little early because I noticed you have been sitting there in the waiting room for like half an hour.
I just always start the Zoom to make sure it works and then I go do something else.
Gotcha. Well, that works. But anyway, you got me off my rear end and I logged on and let everybody in a little earlier than I usually do. But
When
today's
is the,
topic is going to be
when-
fun.
when is the DAC-DB meeting?
The DAC-DB meeting is next month on the third Tuesday at
Okay.
10 o'clock, same link.
Okay,
So every month it's the third Tuesday, 10 o'clock, same link. So it's just put that on your calendar forever.
okay.
Unless I kick the bucket to get hit by a Mack truck and I'm not here to open up the meeting, but you should be so lucky. So what else is going on? Everybody enjoying summer so far?
Summer
So
is
far, good.
very good.
Our Corvallis Knights just won the championship last night, so things are pretty
Oh,
happy
cool.
here.
Oh,
Well, that's pretty cool. Now that the Knights, what
It's a
Huh?
baseball team.
baseball? Thank you. Oh, here comes Joe Vincent. We better behave.
and Mitch should be here from our club, so, he should be here.
Now you're still in the E Club?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm the secretary this year. I just wanted to do the DAC-DB thing and then I found out it wasn't DAC-DB, so.
well, it's the new club, the new district website, which is all different. The new newsletter's all different. I think it's gonna be really great. And
Well,
it's very
and-
easy.
and-
I posted an article on it the other day, and it was like putting a Word doc, sending a Word doc. It was really sweet. So I'm eager to have you guys see that. And Dan from your club, Dan
Right.
Smith, will be joining us to lead that discussion because he's the one that came up with the website and the newsletter concept. So if there's any questions, then I'll have you ask the person that knows, not me. Good morning, Jill. Good morning,
Good
Jill.
morning, everybody.
Morning, Joe.
Good morning, Peggy Sweet.
How are you?
Hey, pretty good.
Yeah,
Good.
Pretty
you guys
good.
are practically neighbors.
Oh, we're practically neighbors, yes.
Practically so.
Just live on the other side of the river.
Mhm.
Yep. And Mitch just joined us from Jefferson E Club. You guys are going to take over this meeting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I better behave. Nah. How's Jill this morning?
Okay.
Is it hotter than blazes down there?
You know, tomorrow's supposed to be 105. So yeah, I get up really early and get as much done as I can and then hibernate during between 3 and 5 is when it's hottest.
I like the concept of a siesta during those kinds of days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My goodness. She's from the Jacksonville Applegate Club. For the rest of you, do you know where Jacksonville is?
Yep.
Been down there, listen to music and see that historic city. It's really cute.
I gotta
Maybe go-
tell you, we are having the best season that we have had in years. Everybody is so excited to get out and get going, see their friends and neighbors. And, you know, we have a lot of visitors that come to Britt, but it's just a local meeting place. You know, it's like Rotary. You go and you see 20, 25 people, you know, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, and it's always so nice out there. So such a nice environment. Good deal. Joe, what's going on in assistant governor land?
Oh, in assistant governor land, you know, I'm about to send out an email, I think, to executive assistant governor. There's this idea that's been churning in my head. This is a
Ooh.
quiet time of year for assistant governors, and instantly when I hear that in my head, red flags go up, and the word "not." It should not be in a quiet time for assistant governors. There's lots and lots of things to do to support clubs.
Yeah,
I understand we have a couple of clubs that might not have president-elects.
Really?
I've heard that. And so that's something for an AG to step in and support.
Yeah.
There's just all kinds of stuff, I think, ready. And these new awards, the $500 awards for each club, boy.
Yeah, I made sure my membership chair knew about the that.
That's
We've been
low hanging
holding-
fruit, boy. It's an award. It's not a grant. It's just
Right.
so easy.
It's money. All you have
Yeah.
to do is apply.
But I don't know what you're talking about. What's this?
Joe, give them a quick rundown.
The
Then I gotta
district
start.
governor this year, every year for the last several, has had in a budget some money available to clubs to do good things. And these used to be literacy grant awards,
Right.
but then they became
back.
awards for engaging new members. And so there are three topics this year: engaging new members, and new members defined as people with less than 6 months or less experience in the club, can come together, design a project for the club, and get $500 to carry it out. I think there's another one, $500. I think another topic is branding. So spreading the name, the knowledge about the work of committees or clubs throughout the community, or for signage or any number of things, that's available as a topic for $500. And Christine, is the third one literacy?
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to step away because I noticed our speaker isn't here yet, and I've got to send him a link, so I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yes, Joe, it is literacy.
Thank you.
So you can do anything with that $500 except just write a check to another foundation or another group.
Okay,
So the $500 is to do things. Either the new member engagement service project, or for doing something to enhance the brand for your club in your community, or to improve literacy in your community. And don't forget, that could be K-12, that could be adult literacy. And the district is always very generous in defining the projects. They just want the clubs to get the $500 and have fun and do good stuff. As I like to say, do Rotary magic in your community. You
That
have
cool or
until
what?
now and June, or pardon me, you have between now and January 1st to turn in the application to your district governor.
Or do you
Yes.
have to have it done by then?
You have to have it done by June 30th
Oh,
next
okay.
year.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
thank you.
And there is one little sort of auditing type thing you need to do is when you spend the money, and that's take photographs.
Oh, right.
Okay,
There need to be some pictures taken of your Rotarians in action doing something, a picture of the sign, if you choose to go the signage route, being placed someplace around the community, or outside your meeting place if it's a Rotary meets here sign, or if it's obviously a service project, that's easy to photograph. So that's it.
okay, thank you, Joe.
Thank you. I think that our speaker, Dan Smith, had the wrong link, so I just sent him the right link. So he should be joining us momentarily. And I will let him be the host so he can share his screen and walk us through this new website. Have you been getting the new e-newsletter from the district?
Mhm. Yes,
If you have not, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Rotary District 5110 and go to the website and you can sign up for that newsletter. Unlike the old one where we just P-mailed it out, you have to sign up for it so that it's a request on your end. So we're not just spamming you, which is, a good idea, but otherwise we just spam you like I do when I send you emails. But if somebody in your club is not getting the newsletter, that's probably why. They just haven't signed up for it. Anybody have a good idea of how you're going to spend that $500 off the top of your head?
We are having a float in the Labor Day parade. So we have ordered banners. We've ordered decal, metallic things for the car. So we're going full force on the branding.
Good deal. We did something similar to that. It wasn't a parade, but our new Riverfront Park here in Eugene had a big festival in and around the athletic championships. And for a week there, we had a booth. It had talk about Rotary branding. We even brought an iron lung to it. I mean, you couldn't miss it. It was out front of the booth. So people would stop and say, hey, what's this? Or I remember grandma used to be in one of those, or, it was great conversation starter. We didn't really pass out applications or anything, but just more information about what Rotary is and what kinds of things we do. And of course, in Eugene Springfield area, we have about 6 or 7 different clubs. So no matter what day anybody wants to meet around here, there's a club for them. And a lot of people were visiting from out of town. So we encouraged people to get a hold of, check out Rotary on their website, and they could, on their web, and they could find us, find a club near them kind of thing. And we've been getting a few membership leads. I got another text. I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask here. Dan, would it help if I started the meeting? No, Dan, log on. You can't. Hang on. You can talk amongst yourselves. I'm not the only one that's a chatterbox, I don't think.
Some of the guys are chatterboxes too, I hear.
Yeah, we are.
How about somebody from the Introvert Society? Oh,
Sure.
there you go. There you go.
So with DG Amy sent out her preference is to use that her preference is that we use that $500 for one of 3 projects that she thought were really attractive. And fortunately, one of them is one that I like a lot too, which is the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which is books for kids writ large. It's just great. That's where we're going to go.
Can I throw out an idea to tag on that comment?
As long as you're not going to throw out my idea.
No. But I want people to think about expanding on it.
Yeah.
This varies from post office to post office, depending on how your local postmaster will think outside the box. But we found a postmaster in Lebanon, Oregon, who is willing to contact our club, a club rep, and let us know when they have accumulated a certain quantity of undeliverable children's books.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And that club has gotten hundreds
Wow.
of undeliverable children's books that have accumulated over the years from the Dolly Parton Imagination Library Project. So I would contact your local postmasters and ask, do they have some of these? And a great project would be to collect them up.
Well, there would be.
You have to relabel them. I think you have to take legally, you have to take the addresses off.
Okay.
But then you can yourself redistribute those any way you want at events around the community or to schools, etc.
That's amazing. And how many other post offices could we approach? I mean, is there a limit?
I am guessing the bigger the post office, the bigger the community, the
Mm.
more they are hung up on, for lack of a better term, hung up on bureaucracy. I'm a kind of a non-bureaucratic Rotarian.
How can you survive?
The more you can develop that personal relationship with the postmaster, the more likely you are to get that kind of cooperation.
I see. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you very much, Joe. Well, I'll look into it.
Sure.
Well, whoops, darn it. You guys keep jumping around on me. I'm trying to make Dan Smith the host. All right.
My apologies. I got the link from the Zoom on DeckDB or our Zoom account.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's the old one. And we had to anyway, it's a new link starting with this new year, much like the new website started with this new year, and it goes forward forever. But I'm sorry, I sent you yesterday the link and then I sent it to you this morning. So you probably just assumed you knew where you were going and fooled you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So exhale, I just made you
Okay.
the host so you can share
Cool.
your screen. And we
Okay.
didn't have any trouble chatting while we were waiting for you, but we are eager to hear about the new website and the connecting newsletter.
Cool. So
I'll
I
let you
share
take
my
it.
screen?
Yep, you should be able to.
Okie doke. Excellent. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Great, great, great. My apologies again for being late. But what we want to do today is give you a guided tour of the website and also show you how you can use this for yourself to get your messages out. The whole focus of the website is you. So if you don't use it, then that's going to be a break my heart. Anyway, what we have right now is we have 29 standing committees at the district level, a bunch more at the different club levels. And we have 66 clubs plus 5 Rotaract clubs. You can see them here. This is the map from the website. So you might check here and see that your club is adequately represented because you can click on the link on little buttons and you get pop-ups to tell the meeting times and things like that. So interrupt me if you have any questions along the way. So this is the website here. And at the very top is always going to be some banners. These are going to be the hot things that we want people to see. In this case, it's the club corner, which will show you, and the share your story part. So when you submit an article, what happens is it shows up here right at the top. This is Chris's article from yesterday, and then let me just slide out.
Rosie.
Anyway, and then so this
Aunt Rosie and Josh are playing.
the latest.
Yeah, you play today with me.
Dan Reese, can you mute yourself, please? I can't mute you for whatever. Oh, I'm not the host. That's why. Thank you.
Then I don't want to be rude.
I will.
So-
I want everybody to be able to hear you, Dan.
Great. So this is where the top news winds up, and then it continues into the bar down below. And on farther down, we have different committees. For example, this is the foundation, and all of the foundation posts are there. You can also listen to a podcast while you're surfing the site. Just come down here, click on any podcast that you want, and you can listen to it even though you're going from page to page. So a little entertainment for you. This is the membership, for example. These are
Yay!
really. Excuse me. These are the categories. So when you make a post, you would select a category that goes into, and let me show you, I guess, the category page would be this one, membership. And you can see that it's a little different layout, but all of the posts within a category, my link here is so terribly slow, so I do apologize. This is the category page for members. And I guess I can go on. Sorry about that. This is it, for example, this is all the posts. So the posts come up looking like in this sort of an arrangement. And so people can come into the category and they can go back and find old posts, old articles that they might be interested in. So then we have the club corner. This is one that's very important. It's a way for us to collect feeds from the clubs. So for example, if these are some of the clubs I could find the feeds for. And what a feed is, it's a news feed. And most websites generate some form of a output so you can share your newsletter with the rest of the world. So pretty much every site has one. If your website is DACDB, we've got to start convincing them that they really need to release that so that we can include your club here. But these are the clubs that are currently we're collecting feeds for. Would love to get some updated stuff, but once somebody posts something new on their website, on their blog, for example, it shows up here instantly. So it's a way for you to come in and go, okay, wow, what's going on in Corvallis? What are we doing in Rogue Gateway? What's their club doing? It's a way for us to communicate and to see what's going on. And maybe you might find a project that you want to go and find out more information about. How did you do that? Or you may find something, you may have something and you want to have people come and help you with one of your projects. So they can't do that unless they know that it's going on, even within your own cities in many cases. So this is a way for us to communicate throughout the entire district. This is the tell us your story. This is the other link at the top there. And basically for people that we'd love to have everybody tell us their story, share your events, share how did you come to Rotary? What are some of the things you love about Rotary? Anything that you'd like to have the rest of the district hear. So what happens is when a story gets submitted here, the first thing it goes on the website in the front page that I showed you. It goes on that category page, or it goes on the club page. There's one in here that's for clubs. So you have specific news for a club. It also, this happens instantly. Nobody has to do it. You submit it, we approve it, it goes through this. It's instantly posted on social media. Right now we have Facebook, we're setting up Twitter, and we have Instagram. So bingo, it's out there for everybody to see. And the fourth thing is it becomes part of the district newsletter. So hopefully you've all gotten the newsletter and you can see the stories that came from this week. Very, very simple thing to enter. Your name, just basic information, the title, the content. This is an excerpt, and I'll show you a little bit about that. Featured images and categories. So that's the tell us your story. But we want to get you keys to the kingdom, if you will. So let me show you something here in a minute. This is how you get district news. There are two ways that you can do this. One of them is, of course, to the emailed newsletter. And our open rate currently on that is about 52%. That was last week. And you should see the list of out of the office, be back later, stuff I get every week now. So it is the holiday season. There are other ways to get the news feed. You can get it on your mobile phone. And this is what it looks like. I've got it on my phone here. And you sign up, for example, under this one. This is one of in order. It's an app, and you sign up on the app, and it's free, and you can add up to 150 feeds, news feeds from around the world. So it's really a great way to get your news. You can also, instead of going to Facebook, for example, if you have the premium package here, you can actually get all of your Facebook feeds like this without all the ads, all the stuff that Facebook pushes forward at you. So just plain old news, just this stuff. What is it? just the facts, ma'am. So that's what that's all about. Any questions so far?
This is such a big site. This is an enormous amount of work. How do you do it?
Well, it's pretty much, we try to set it up so it's automated. So the hardest part is getting people to submit articles. So, and that's because of the summer and people are not working. So when somebody submits it, it think, goes through by itself. All I have to do is approve it. And when somebody makes a comment, then I approve the comments. I can do it from my cell phone anywhere. So it's taken a lot to get it up, and it's labor of love, I guess. So.
Can I add something, Dan?
Uh-huh.
He said it takes a lot took a lot to get it up. That's an understatement of the century, but it is automated. And I would suggest that we find somebody in this group that has anything that they would like to report from their club, anything, and have Dan actually walk us through with a real article. You know, it can be very abbreviated, but don't you think, Dan, that would be a good kind of show and tell?
Sure, sure.
So who's going to volunteer something that's going on at their club, or do I have to pick on an introvert? What's going on, you guys? Robbie, your float, right? Unmute yourself. Let's do that.
Okay, here
There
I
you are.
am.
Pardon?
Let's use your float as an example of how you would put something like that into the website, which would populate into Facebook and the newsletter. Want to?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so you and Dan work together on that, and we'll watch.
So do you want to, you can create a profile here, and, or we can use mine. Basically, what I'd like to do is have you all go to the editor login. And if you could, when you get a chance, create a profile here. Just
Is that from register?
Yeah, the register here. And what you're doing is you're creating your profile, and it would be your name and also password, your club, and an image. We want to have your picture. What this gives you is anytime you submit a post, your profile and your image will be attached to that post. So you get credit for it. You get to say in your little byline what you want to say, you know, about your company, your personality, your club, or what have you. But we can do. Shall we just log in using mine, or do you want to?
Well, I think using yours for now would probably be fine,
Okay.
Dan. But two things that he just mentioned that might have fleeted by before you absorbed it is the picture thing helps people go, oh, I know that person, or, oh, I've heard that name. Who is that person? So pictures are really important. Number two is I didn't put, can you scroll down to where that profile little paragraph was? I didn't,
Oh, sure, just a second.
I didn't put anything in my profile. And so it automates with like, pluribus unum, you know, a bunch of Latin stuff that wasn't what I wanted it to say. I wanted it to say, hey, I'm the district membership director, I'm or chair, whatever I am, and here's what I do for a living. You know, just a little blurb, but to put something, what club you're from, and what your position is in it, so that people can know you better and figure out how to contact you if they want to know more. Okay, Dan, sorry, back to you.
Cool, no problem. I was going to jump over here real quick and click on one of these. This is what the profile would look like.
Oh, right, district membership forum. Okay.
This is just a post that Chris submitted.
That's
Also,
what the post looks like, not the profile.
yeah, this is the post and the profile. So this is the title. When you put in a title, that would be up here.
See where it
This
says
is-
district membership chair, blah, 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 owner, and, you know, hire me to
Oh,
do
got
some
it,
training.
right.
So you
Right.
just put in a sentence about yourself when you're setting up your profile,
Exactly.
and then you never have to do that again.
So I admit David Bassett.
Hmm?
I did. I got a pop-up said David Bassett wanted in. So
Oh, did you? Oh, let him in.
I did. So, but we're gonna fill out this. This is the information we're gonna have here. We got the title. Below that is the excerpt, which is very important. This is the featured image. We'll put that in, and this is the article itself. So those are the key parts of a story. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in. And so when you get inside, there are two things you got here. One of them is your account, which is where you go to add stories. This is the training, and we've set this up so there are videos for everything. So you've got videos that'll teach you how to do everything within setting up your if you need it. It's pretty simple. So here's your account. I'm going to go in. You can edit your profile, but I'm going to submit a post. And sorry for the slowness here. So this is a post. So what title should we use?
Rotary represents at the Lakeview Labor Day Parade.
We got to keep it a little smaller. It's 50 to 60 characters. So
Rotaries at the Lakeview Parade, Labor Day Parade.
Sure.
Rotary at the Lakeview Labor Day Parade. Oh, I see, 50 to 60 characters. You got to learn how to spell Labor Day.
It gets too. I have to learn. I learned how to type.
You got the same keyboard I have.
I know. I'm like Hunt and Peck. I've gotten up to 4 fingers already, so I'm really proud. What category? Put that in the Rotary clubs?
Yeah.
Good category.
Rotary Club or public image?
What do you
Either
want?
way, you want.
It's your choice.
Oh, you're asking me to make a decision. Let's put it under public image because that's what I want the grant to be.
Okay, cool. And then here, when you get to this is where you put the content in. And one of this little toggle bar opens up a second level. So let's say you created this in Word and you want to copy it over. What you want to do is click on this because Word has a lot of garbage content in it. So you would click on this and then you just paste it in. And it'll stay open until you're done pasting, and then you turn it off. Right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it lets you put stuff in from other programs without having all the strange formatting that comes in. So,
very cool.
What would you like to say? Just a sentence or two to start.
And I don't know if it's for the first time ever, but we'll say for the first time ever, Lakeview Rotary will have a float in the annual Labor Day Parade.
Love it. Now we get to see how fast Dan types.
Terrible.
Which makes me appreciate your efforts on the website all the more.
Really? So we'll do that.
And what date? Date, time?
Oh, this will be Monday, September, whatever that is, Monday, September 5th.
What time?
Beginning at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it says 1 a.m. That's way too early.
Yeah, really.
We'll probably be working on it at 1 AM, but 10 AM is when it starts.
Well, this doesn't get posted until, what I'll do is once you sign up, I'll transfer this over to you and you can finish it up.
Oh, terrific. I will do that.
Great, great.
Yeah. So we'll
get
just do
your-
that.
Okay, then let's use that as the article. You can always
the
embellish it,
article.
add more.
And a featured image. So what you would do is you come up with this is going to be an important part. Again, it's got to be 500 to 1500 pixels wide. And I'm just going to use this one. It's interesting little image. I was watching this program called Raising Dion on Netflix. And in the background there, you can see Rotary logo as a banner on the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it was way cool. So I stole it. I did a screenshot.
But you'll want to replace
now
that
you-
with either a picture of your float would be great, or just a picture of the Rotary banner or something like that.
Yeah,
Right.
something that's a picture. A logo just doesn't look very good because it gets shaped and changed all over the place.
Oh, gotcha.
So something that's an image that has, it'll come out much better.
Could
Okay.
be a picture of your
So-
planning committee even or something.
Oh, I've got one in mind.
Okay,
Cool. So then what we're gonna do is we need an excerpt. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy.
Just
this
use
first
that.
sentence. Yeah, just use this as the excerpt. So I'll put that in here. I can copy and paste really good. So that's
Oh,
it.
I get
Any
it. So
other
the-
thing you want to add here? Shall we just go ahead and let me show you what it looks like. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and create that post. Now, down here, you can schedule the post. You can say, oh, don't do this until thus and such a time, an hour, don't post this until the next month. And you can also say, well, this is a meeting for our club, and it's kind of silly to have it on there past 2 weeks after the club meets. So remove the post on that particular day. So just tell me what you want to do and we'll set it up that way.
What do you
Let's go
mean by
ahead and create that
tags
post.
again?
Tags are a lot of things like Facebook, Twitter, those people use tags. And a tag would be, it might be Lakewood Rotary, it might be Rotary, it might, a series of single words that people might search for.
So do you want us to
And then-
put hashtags in front of those tags or not necessary?
You can if you want. The tags are an optional thing. The only required things are the title, the excerpt, the picture, and the text.
I haven't used tags.
Yeah, but not many people do. So
Probably younger people do, but
yeah. And
anyway.
if you're posting like Heather posts a lot of stuff, so she uses hashtags because she's going to post them on different social media. So then
So-
they
So here's a picture of what the article would look like. And it has a little excerpt at the top. It has Dan's picture and profile that will replace with Robbie's once she gets in there and registers, right? And then
right,
you can,
exactly.
once you get in there and register, then you can change the picture, correct, Dan?
Well, the picture would be whatever you put. Yeah.
Right, but she can go
Yeah.
in and edit this picture.
No, she won't. She'll set her own profile. So when I transfer this to her, it will be her profile.
I think she meant the picture of
I meant the picture of the people
woman and
here.
the
Oh,
child.
yeah. That's the featured image. You go in, it just says replace featured image and
Okay.
and you can replace it. So
And then there's a piece of your article which you can obviously embellish.
right.
Great.
Yeah,
Now
the
that's
article.
gonna show up in the newsletter.
It shows up on the homepage. Let me just go here. It'll be in that first big block. And then it shows up on the category page. It shows up on Facebook and Instagram, and it becomes part of the newsletter.
Well,
So
that's
you do
It
cool.
one
won't show up-
article and then you've got all that coverage, all that,
That's
all that
very
covered.
cool.
isn't that
Yeah.
neat?
Yeah, it won't show up here because I haven't approved it. So
You do the newsletter every, when?
it comes out every Tuesday morning. That's kind of the pattern that was set that's been for the last 3.5 years. So we stick with that.
So if you want something to be in this big image on the left, send it out Monday night.
Yeah, exactly right.
Because this is in inverse order, this is the latest news first. So the latest news gets the bigger picture. So I'm setting up a little competition among us.
Ah,
Dan's gonna get a flurry of things to approve on Monday night, Or you can, yeah, you can schedule it to post at 3
Cool.
a.m. on Tuesday or something. Ooh, I just
Yeah.
thought of that idea.
That would work too. Yeah, because I can schedule, and you can schedule. See, when you post it here, then it gives like 3 minutes, and then it gets posted on the Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So, and we also have on the homepage. I'll go on down a little bit. We also have the Instagram feed here. So I can look in here and go, oh, it didn't post, and I have to fix it.
Where is it?
Instagram here, this is your latest post?
Oh, Instagram, I see.
Yeah.
I
this
didn't
is
see the
Instagram.
title above it.
Yeah. There we go. Any questions, comments?
What is the name of this program or this setup?
It's this is built on WordPress,
WordPress.
and there's several, my specialty is complex WordPress websites, because within the WordPress universe, you have so many plugins, you can do all kinds of things. So what I've done here is I've taken a piece of this plugin and this one and put them all together carefully and created this basically this whole new process.
wow, it's impressive.
So the first thing you do is you go to the district website, you go to editor login, you register.
That's correct.
You have a picture handy that you can upload of your smiling face. And you have some little profile ditty that you can say, hey, I'm Robbie McGowan, I'm, the head guru of the Lakeview Club, or whatever your title is. Anything else? What are you showing us, Lauren? Did you just do it? You're muted. You're muted.
So I did exactly what you just said. Go to District Rotary 5110, and it comes right up on the page, and that's on my phone.
That's very cool, huh?
Yeah, and I might be able to approve you on my phone.
So I'd like to see a flurry of registrations now. Dan, can you click on the Metropolitans of Action, the one that the Metro Club posted recently, just to see another idea? Because maybe if there aren't any other questions, we can use the rest of the time to brainstorm what your first article might be.
This is from Heather.
Yeah, it's from Heather. It's just another article, just so you can see. So she said, protecting our environment one creek at a time. There's her picture. Oh, she doesn't have a profile thing logged in there, does she?
Oh, Heather.
So she should say she's the program chair of the Metro Club. So maybe like program guru of the Metro Club. But anyway, so she's got a picture there. What is that?
That's a cleanup. The guy's carrying it's like an old bed frame.
Oh, okay. And then there's an article below it. So.
Right. And then she added different additional pictures, which you can do within the program.
Oh, nice. And look, she got a response. Nice article, Heather. I have good memories of just having a fun project. It's nice because we can get conversations going between us and between clubs and support each other. Because none of us are working in a vacuum. We're not working in a silo, we're all part of a big family.
I have a question. So Dan, if we have a non-Rotarian as a webmaster, can they go on and register? Or do you have to have a Rotarian register?
It's there's two different ways to access this. The register administration, under the editor, or for people like yourself. They're going to post once in a while, regularly, or you have a reason to be an editor. So you have your profile picture and such. If somebody is not if they're just wanting to submit a post, then they go to the Tell Us Your Story.
The what?
Same process, but they do
Tell
not
us your
have.
story.
Oh,
Yeah, here I take you to it right here. This is the Tell Us Your Story. So they
Well,
can
that
go
makes
in
sense.
there.
That
Yeah.
makes sense because nobody's gonna recognize your webmaster's picture or who that person is.
Right.
well, she's very well known here, but she's not a Rotarian. That was my question.
Well, my next question is why not?
Well,
Yeah.
she's going to be as soon as she gets her little one into preschool.
All right.
Another
Excellent.
question, can you post just an announcement of an upcoming fundraiser?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
It would be the same process as going into here. The title and the content would just be maybe a date or what have you. But it does require a picture, and it does require the things that are required are the title, the picture, the content, and the excerpt.
okay,
So
easy peasy.
yeah,
Yeah, you gotta have a picture because nobody will read just text. Dan,
Right.
can people put, like, let's say what Jill just said, she's got an event coming up. And let's say so it's club news, but it's also a fundraiser. Can you put two categories on your article?
I have it set up just for one, but I can
So you-
change that. And the reason for that is that when you look at the let me go back up here. Where can I go? Here. When you look at these images, for example, you have the category here. So
Mhm.
yes, you could, I'll set it up so you can have 2 or 3, but I want to limit it because if we get too many of these, it makes this whole box go crazy.
Redundant, yeah.
Yeah. So they
Can-
know, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna, I want to defer to any questions that are coming up, but I was also wondering if in our time you could show us one of, a little bit of one of those videos, just so we can see what that's all about, those training videos.
Sure.
Does anybody have anything? I don't want to push my own. I'm trying to think of things that we all need to know, but I can't read your minds.
How many people would sign up? That's my question.
Will you sign up?
I'm gonna
I'm
sign up.
asking all of you. I know Lauren already did. Jill's talking about it.
Yeah, I will.
Robbie will.
It might not be me, but it will definitely be somebody from our club. We have a chair, and this is, that's one of our jobs. So definitely somebody from our club will sign up.
Chris or Dan, that's a question I have. Can anybody sign up, or does it have to be specific people? Or would you rather it be just specific people?
Anybody can post under the
Okay,
Tell Us Your Story. As far as this area, I'd like to have people that are going to, DG Amy is open to anybody signing up. But we'd like to have people that are going to share an occasional story and that need or would like to have their profile included there. But her feeling on this is the more the merrier. So she's
I think so
quite
too.
happy to have.
yeah, I like that.
I just want a confirmation that, because I've been on your site already since you brought it up to my attention, Dan. If you haven't
Uh-huh.
signed up, but people who you're looking at as prospective members, you can show them this website and they can explore on their own without signing up, right?
Oh yeah, it's open to the world. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a great membership tool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the goal. Tell us what we can do to make this a really valuable tool for you. see there's something you saw someplace else you think would be good, please let me know. Oh, by the way, down here at the bottom, that little purple bubble, that's where you can contact anybody within the district. So if you'd like your name in here, we can do that as well. But it's a way so you can just pick, I want to talk to Chris. So I just click that, put in my name, I'm Dude, an email address, that's one of mine, and send her a message.
Now, how,
And
does
she
that go
gets
to
the
my
message.
email?
It goes to your email, yes.
Cool.
So, and it's secure. We got 4 levels of security in here. So putting your email in this box is very, very safe.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll see people that'll post on their club website. They'll say, contact me and here's my email. People go out and they scrape emails off site. So it's a good way to get spam. But anything in here is totally safe. I'm afraid my connection's not going to let me play a video.
Oh, okay. Let's see, what time is it? 10:49. I'll just ask the group to go, let's go around the group and brainstorm out loud what you might, this isn't a commitment, but what you might put in an article and have it go to the newsletter and the website and Facebook and what's going on in your club that you might do that. Lauren, you already signed up, so what do you got in mind?
Well, we have an event. It's kind of a fundraiser. We're going to do one of our members has a beautiful house up on the Sixes River, and we haven't done this in a couple of years, but we're going to try it. We're going to do it in about 3 or 4 weeks. We're going to have a dinner celebration at her house, potluck. And then for a fundraiser part of it, we float ducks in the river, and of course the first one in gets a prize, but everybody has to buy a duck and what have you. But I think that would be, and in fact, Mary Jane, who is our announcement person, was supposed to be here, so I'm doing double duty for the president and her. I'm sure if I show her this, or I show the club this, that would be a perfect venue for her to actually try this out and talk about this taking place at her house. And we just call it dinner party at Mary Jane's, and it's become kind of a little history for us, until the pandemic and we couldn't all get together.
Everybody's so eager to get back together, aren't they?
Yes. So that would be one that I would try. It's kind of localized, but it would be a nice thing to experiment with and put our first one together like that.
Don't
That's
consider
great.
these articles one and done. This is just, it's good to have repetition. Ask Coca-Cola.
What
How
do you
many
think?
times do you see their ads?
What do you think?
Christine?
Yes,
Dave?
Christine, could I follow
David?
Lauren there? Lauren is a fellow member in Port Orford with me. This is Dave Bassett. I
Uh-huh.
couldn't get in until later, but he is right on in that Mary Jane LaBelle was wanting to be here. She's delivering Meals on Wheels. We're also talking about a reader board in a prominent location in town for Rotary News. And so we're raising money for that potentiality, but we haven't really decided who, when, or where. But all of these things are in keeping with Jennifer Jones, Let Rotary Tell Its Story.
Good
Cool.
deal. Tomorrow, just to remind you, I will send out the YouTube video of this program. So if there's somebody that you want to share this with, or if you want to refer back to it and say, now, what did Dan say? Now, what do we do? How do we do this? You think it looks real simple when you're watching it, and then you go to do it yourself and you always run into something. So
I sent you Mary Jane LaBelle's email in the chat. So if you could be sure that she gets that email, that video, that would be wonderful.
David, I send it out. It goes out automatically to the club president, the president-elect, and the membership chair. They can share it with whoever. but
All right.
that's who's on that list, that populated list.
So you should get a copy, Dave, because you're the membership here, so.
So you'll
Right.
get it, yeah.
We can forward it to her. Thank you very much. And thank you,
bet.
Lauren.
Thanks for, that's good to know you have something. Who else has an idea that they're gonna share on the site?
I have an
Jill.
idea, yeah. So we have a poker run coming up in September, and it features all the wineries within Jacksonville, which now is 11. So I'm going to set up the announcement, tell the public what it's all about, and then the wineries can each share on their websites as well, because
Excellent.
they all have members, and talk about getting the word out. I mean, it's awesome. And we have no limit on people attending, because it basically is a poker run. You go from one winery to another. And so there's no structure, we're not filling a building. So we can have as many people as we want. But I had one question for my Port Orford people. Are you doing a crab bake again? Yeah, we look forward to it every year, and we've missed it the last few years.
What do you think, Dave? You think we're gonna do a crab dinner this year? Did he leave?
I think so, Lauren. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Okay, yeah, number one, the building that we normally had it in is closed for repairs.
Oh,
We don't know how long, the community center, but there are some alternative buildings, so that's what we're working on, is doing, we will be doing our dance that we haven't done in a couple of years, and other things as well. But we're gonna have to change venues, because the building that we normally use, which is right next to our meeting center, is not open right now. So that's going to be the holdup. I think we're willing, and the crab season was sure good enough. So
yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Well, we come up every year. It is so much fun.
Yeah.
Good deal. I was gonna offer my house. You can- Who
I'll
else
jump
has an
on.
idea? We have only a couple minutes left. I see Jim Polks that chatted that he's going to share the district. What was it? Sorry, I looked at it and then I immediately forgot what it was.
Rotary Convention.
There you go. I knew it was something like that. Always check your chat and know that you can hit those 3 dots at the bottom of the chat, and you can save it, because sometimes it's hard to read it all when you're in the meeting. And I do that pretty regularly, and then I try to review it to see, did I miss something? Was somebody talking to me that I blew them off because I didn't realize it, so yeah, you open your chat, you look for the little three dots at the bottom, and there's an option that says save chat. Who else has an idea? We have what? 4 minutes. Joe does.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that the Greater Albany Rotary Club will definitely be having its, I think, 23rd or 24th annual Crab Fest, always held on the Saturday before the Super Bowl. And it's a huge event, big community splash, and that'll be there. The other idea that I thought of, Christine, was to remind club presidents or other club officials that you probably have goals for this year that were entered in the goal center. And I'll bet a lot of clubs included in there something about public image. And I have encouraged all my clubs to interpret public image very broadly, and not just newspapers, which have that's sort of old school, but to think about the modern electronic image. So getting these postings into the club website, I think certainly with all the splash that it gets being generated outside of the website, certainly generates as a way to accomplish one of your club goals for this year. The end.
Christine, this is John. So we have a,
I think Christine's frozen.
oh, she certainly is.
Go ahead.
What kind of a bird is that behind you, Christine? Or is that a stealth aircraft?
It looks like a paraglider.
Paraglider? Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's her-
I really
her
like the idea
hang
of
gliding.
the public image, using this for public image. The idea of one entry feeding several channels or public feeds. It's a great idea. It's a space saver. Also thinking that since anyone can get onto this website, the Rotary 5110 website, we can send links out in mails that we send ordinarily. Just say, here's who we are, take a look. And I think that would also light fires under some people's seats in our club, people who do want to be part of the publicity, who want to write articles. If they know that their audience is larger than the 97 people that ordinarily show up as our members, that would excite them, I think. Dan, it was really good. Thanks for doing this. I got a lot out of that.
Excellent. Well, any questions you have, please don't hesitate. I can give you my phone as well.
Yeah,
But
I
don't
agree
hesitate to
with, I
contact
forget
me.
now who said it. But you've already, I think Mitch said, he was astounded by how comprehensive, how large it is. It's just amazing to see it coming out like that. It's great.
Okay, I bleeped out there for about 3 minutes. I apologize. I don't, probably nobody even noticed I was gone, but I had to use my mobile hotspot on my phone to get reconnected because I too, Dan, live out in the country. And every now and then my web signal is just like, gone. You all froze. And I'm like, what happened? Anyway, next month, it's at 11 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap us up. Next month, we're going to be talking about DACDB and how we can better use that in the membership efforts that we have for our club. One of the biggest things is knowing how to use P-mail. I don't know if you notice it, but when I send out P-mails, it always has the same little signature. That's because I have a template set up, and that is just idiot-proof easy to do. If you don't know how to do it, then you end up having to type all your salutation stuff and the dear so-and-so at the top. You can set up your own little template that you use every time you send out an email. It's just one of the little things that tricks and tips that will make our lives easier. But until then, I will be sending out a video tomorrow. It might be the next day because I have work tomorrow on the coast, which you guys reminded me that I got to stop and get some fresh crab. Now I'm hungry for it. And I'll see you all next month. And I hope to see some articles in the news, in the website and newsletter.
Christine, some of us take the use of the word idiot proof as a personal challenge.
Hey, I resemble that.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dan, I think you might have to close out the meetings this year, the host, but
I will.
I'm leaving.
Bye-bye.
Bye for
hey,
now.
I'm going to call you in a second, okay?